Hey gang, welcome back to Outdoors with Rocky. I've got some exciting news. We have figured out what's been breaking our bandsaw blades. If you know anybody that's got a sawmill, a Wood-Mizer, Northwood, pretty much any kind of these sawmills, you might want to share this video with them because this has been a nightmare for us. This has costed us thousands of dollars over the years. And I think we figured it out. So y'all come on with us and check this out. Simple solution. This is 18-foot poplar. We usually don't saw 18-foot stuff because it's so hard to get on the mill just right. We're going for 2x12s, 2x10s, and 2x8s. 1.5 inch thick, and the full width the other way, the 12, 10, and the 8. That's the bad thing about sawing long stuff right there. We just broke the blade too. I want to show you our scrap blades here. This is all of our scrap blades for the last year, so 2 years, I guess, maybe something like that. It's been a while. People carries them off sometimes, but ain't no time many blades in there. But I think we finally figured out what's causing this. I'm going to show you right now. If you're having trouble breaking blades, stick around a few minutes and I will explain to you what has fixed ours. That's a common problem with us breaking blades. I've done everything to this mill that I know to do. I reckon we're gonna have to wind up and try to get Wood-Mizer out here to fix it. We had a guy work with us for a while that had run sawmills like this all his life, and he said he broke more blades on Poplar than any lumber he saw. I think we'll go put a minnow trap out. I don't know whether we're going to get to work anymore today or not, but I'm wanting to go fishing here in a day or so, so we'll start right now catching bait. I hadn't been here in a many a years. We got some loaf bread, and we've got our traps back here. We used to catch minnows here. I can remember the first time I was probably 6 years old. So it's been 45 years I've been catching minnows here off and on. I'll lay their stuff down here. I don't think we'll have to go too far if it's like it used to be. I'll try to get over here to this beech tree and we'll look off in the water and see if we can see any minnows in there. I haven't seen any yet. Still haven't. This is a big hole of water. We may go on up through here and try to find a little better spot. This right here close to the road, people may have been catching them all. And it is winter. They will kind of bury up. I seen some over there then. They're not very big, but there are some in here. I still don't see any big minnows. Huh. I seen some over there. I think we'll put one trap right here. What's so nice about this spot is I can just stop on the way to the river, check my traps. Over yonder in the field behind the house, I have to go on the side by side, which is not that big a deal, but when you're in a hurry and it's early in the morning, I can just swing right by here and stop and get my minnows and go on. We had to cross the branch over there to put that one. I seen some big minnows in here, but I'm a little concerned that trout is shining. Maybe it won't scare them too bad. Well, we'll check back on these in a few hours and see if we're gonna have any minnows for a fishing trip. We're set with the minnows. I left these traps overnight. I want y'all to look in there. What some fine minnows. There are some fine ones in there. Look in there. Those are some perfect size too. Most of them's around anywhere from 2.5 to 4 inches. We finished sawing the poplar. He's fired up the forklift. There's a guy coming to get a little bit of material. On this Wood-Mizer LT70, you've got this gauge right here. And it tells you right here, for all blade types, 85 PSI. And in the book, it tells you, you tighten this down, you pump this handle. That pushes pressure on this wheel. You want 1/8 of an inch between this and that piece right there. And that's supposed to be perfect. Well, all y'all know that has followed our channel, I've always complained about breaking blades. We break blades every day. We cannot get we just break them 3, 4 a day, just over and over. I finally wised up. It come to me this morning to check that gauge. Because if that gauge is not right, we're putting way too much pressure. Well, I checked the gauge. I like to have never found a pressure gauge that would test up to 85 pounds. But I did. I found one we had, and it just bloated away. So I was like, well, I can't read it. You know, it bloated past 85, and that's what my gauge was reading on. So I didn't know how bad it was. So I finally figured out. I let down 40 pounds of pressure on here. I stuck my gauge back on there. It bloated out to 85 again. So I let it down a few more pounds. I put it back on there, and it went about 82 pounds. I didn't know what happened over there. The forklift went dead. So that gauge has been our problem, I don't know how long. So now, until I get a new gauge, I run it at 42 pounds, and I pump up 1/8 of an inch. And I haven't broke a blade since then. But we are going to be ordering that gauge. So if you're having trouble, check your gauge out. It should have came to me before, but it was just one of those things that I wasn't thinking about. No one I talked to, I've talked to Wood-Mizer several times, no one said anything about checking that gauge. But I think that we've got it fixed now, because we have sawed these big poplar and stuff. Y'all seen in the video, I broke that blade. Well, I finished all the rest of these poplar with resharpened blades, and I didn't break another one. So that's because most time my resharpened blades last is about 15 minutes. So needless to say, I'm excited. We were so disgusted. We was talking yesterday about selling it. But I don't think we'll have to now. I think that that's been our problem. That poplar turned out pretty. This one here is just a little thick on this end. The rest of them looks real good. They got pretty color, poplar has. But anyway, that's what I'm smiling about this evening, is figuring that out, getting that fixed. So yeah, I think that pressure gauge fixed our mill. We run it quite a bit with resharpened blades, and some blades that had been resharpened probably 2 or 3 times, and we hadn't broke another one since then. So I thank God. I wish we could have thought of this a long time ago. Those blades range anywhere from $35 to $40 something by the time you get the taxes and the shipping and all that on it, and just snapping them like that runs into money and is just disgusting. I mean, you're doing a little job, make $100 sawing some logs, you break a blade on there that never been resharpened, you can automatically just scratch off $35 to $40. It just, like I said, we was talking about possibly maybe selling it. And I mean, because this has been going on for years, we was just disgusted, but I think we've got it now. I felt comfortable enough showing the video. I think we've got it. But we've got our minnows. We're fixing to go after sauger. There's a front coming in tomorrow. I would like to go tomorrow during the day. I don't know if I'll get to or not. If I do, I'm going to try my best to record it. It feels like the front's getting here now. It's getting cooler right now. But anyway, this wind's probably messing the video up. I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.